let's spin the block back to the last battle. In the third round, you could see Rock was very agitated with Twerk and Arsenal. And I low key think that like got Rock, you know when Rock starts sweating and Rock's angry, you know the Rock you about to get. And Rock came out in the first round. I know Swamp went first, but and it was cool. But when Rock came out, I'm like, oh God. I'm thinking to myself, Swamp's gonna die because Rock's first round was battle. I mean, round of the night. It's no debate. We'll talk about it later, Keel. I know you and I argued off cam, but Rock left Earth in the first round. I mean, every bar was just a haymaker. It's like he was just hitting them with haymakers and telling them as he's hitting them with these haymakers, it's like you're going to die. It was like the angry Rock, and like when he battled Hollow, when he battled Calico, like in the second round when he turned up on Calico, it was that's the Rock we saw in that first round. But after that, I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, it's over already." I'm already tweeting it out. It's over. Rock's about to 30 him. And Swamp comes back, bro. And Swamp was like, hold up, hell no. It's not going down like that. Swamp ends his third round with the seatbelt bar. Your legs buckled though. And the crowd went crazy. I was fine. He's in Rock's ear. Nah, I'm not gonna just lay down like that. It was crazy. Great moment for battle rap, great moment for Summer Madness 12. And then in the third round, and then the second round for Rock, he gets booed because he brings up the Racoons. And he starts telling the crowd, y'all must eat raccoons too. And so they start booing him. So, I gave the second round to Swamp. And then the third, Swamp has another good third. I think it's beatable. I'm like, Rock's going to win the third. But Rock goes right back to the Raccoons again. And talks
So,
about it. So I'm gonna say, material wise, I can see if you give it to Rock. I'm not mad at you, but I don't like the angle he took. I'm going Swamp 2-1, but I'm not mad if you give it to Rock.
Yeah,
go
man.
ahead, Q.
Shout out, shout out Swamp on your win today, man. I think I want to one. Hey, Rock, watch your mouth, man. About the South, man. Don't be playing with the South. That's crazy. That hey. But look, think about it, bro. You can't come to somebody, you know what I'm saying? You can't come to the
All
South.
right.
It's the South, bro. Like saying the culture, you wild and you think you that, you know what I'm saying? You think you that popular that you could do that, but nah, nobody in the South. We don't care about that. We don't care who you is. You ain't gonna like talk crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, shout out Rock, man. Swamp 2-1, man. And Rock did that to himself because he didn't even have to do that shit.
So I'm not joking around when I ask you this because I'm not from the South. Um, both of you guys are from the South. So is that a true thing though that people in the South do eat raccoons?
That's a fact. I know people that do eat raccoon.
Yeah,
So
right.
so wh- so were you guys offended by it?
I wasn't offended by it at all. It's battle rap. Golly, if we're gonna get offended by that, come on, man.
What about you, Q?
Nah, I want offended, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to know where you are. You know what I'm saying? That's with
Mm,
anything. You know what I'm saying? You got to know where
mm.
you are
So,
anywhere.
so so do you guys
So
feel
like
like
yeah,
the crowd?
rock.
So do you guys feel like
Go ahead.
the crowd? Do you guys feel like the crowd have a right to be offended by what he did?
I mean, everybody has their own right to whatever, however they feel. I mean, he was telling the crowd to shut up.
Right,
Like he was,
Mm,
right.
I felt like Rock kind of lost his composure. He even said it whenever Swamp said, "Look at him emotional." He said a little bit. He even admitted to it.
so with that being said, though, so do you think moving forward, battle rappers should be careful what region they're at when they're battling of what not to offend, because people like to use where you're from and where you're at as bars, because that's very popular nowadays, and it kind of gets the crowd engaged to it. Do you think there's a yes and a no when it comes to depending where you're at?
That's just like, all right. So that, I let's say I was battling in New York, and I'd be like, yo, everybody in here, Tim's dirty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they probably boo me for that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, yo. You can't do that. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, what status you are in battle rap, you know what I'm saying? How you think you the number one battle rapper. People don't care about that, you know what I'm saying?
X, what's your take on
He
it?
need to try.
I agree. I agree with
I ain't
Q. I agree with you. What you said, Q. You gotta know where you at, man. You like, I can't go certain places and say certain things as far as, I mean, you can say it. I mean, but you gotta take what comes with it too. You can say whatever you want, but whatever comes with it, take whatever comes with it. So I want to say this though, because I want to give Swamp his flowers. I think that we're taking away from Swamp because of what Rock did. But Swamp was fire in the second and third. We're not gonna sit here and act like Swamp was just trash and he's getting a pass because what Rock did. Swamp was fighting back. After that first, I'm telling you, I thought it was over. I thought I thought Rock left Earth in the first, and I'm like, oh, it's over. Like there's nothing that Swamp could do with Rock. And Swamp fought back. So I want to give Swamp his flowers, but everything you said, yes, that's right. You gotta know where you at, man.
Yeah, yeah, I think you definitely got to know where you're at. Obviously you down in the West Coast in California, you diss the gangs, man. It's gonna be a problem.
wave in
Um,
the crowd, boy.
yeah, yeah. um, so yeah, I think you got to be careful where you're at, what region you're at, what to say. So that's how my take on it. But as far as the battle goes, going into the first round, I wasn't feeling Swamp's round at all. I was like, this is the Swamp that beat Rum Nitty and Fonz. I was like, oh wait, nah, I'm not feeling this. Rock came out with the first round. He goes, "Your name is Swamp. You didn't get a call from New Orleans, and you bet and they was battling by you."
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was fire. I said I can't toss a lake in swamp, but I could toss a swamp in the lake. I thought that was dope. The snap death rolled swamp into like alligators. I thought that was
That
fire.
was fire.
Um, Oh, then he said, "I'll stomp the swamp, turn these Dior's to fisherman boots."
That was crazy.
That was nasty, man. That was nasty. He had a lot of room shakers in this one. Oh, and then my favorite one, he goes, "Anyone on the Mount Rushmore had rock in their face."
Uh-huh.
I thought a lot of people missed that one.
That was fire.
Rock, very clear to me in the first round. Second round, Swamp started fighting back in the spurt. In the second round, he had the rock and roll bar. Um, he had the rock and roll bar. He had the seat belt buckled up, but your legs didn't. That was a room shaker by Swamp. He also had the Mama Duke's pistol. Ask me why? Because my mama knows best. I thought that was another room shaker by Swamp. So Swamp was definitely fighting back. I honestly thought he had a chance, but when Rock did what he did, man, it just I was surprised by it when he said when he mentioned raccoons, because like I said, no disrespect to anybody from there, because I'm not from the South. I'm from the West Coast. I don't know what offends people from the South. Like, so when he said that, I was like, what? They really offended by that? Then I talked to some of my friends down there, and they was like, yo, he can't be doing that, because they really be liking raccoons like that.
Bro,
and
that's crazy.
and I thought they kind of threw Rock off, and I thought they slept on Rock's X-Men scheme that he had, um and they just wasn't feeling it. um and then so it was a clear 1-1 going into the third, but going into the third round they end up booing Swamp also.
Yep.
But Swamp was able to pick it up back up, and Swamp, he had some haymakers in there, and he ended the third round really nice in it. But I honestly thought it was a beatable third round. But then again, going to the third round, Rock mentioned the Raccoons thing again. But I think the crowd wasn't booing him the entire round. He had I'll bring a shotgun to Swamp. We hog hunting. Um,
Hmm.
um, and Yeah, Rock. I think he did well, but according to some people, they felt like he didn't do enough, because I was kind of undecided with that battle. So we went on the MBS page and said, "Yo, who you guys got in this battle?" And a lot of people, including Q, also had Swamp taking this battle very clearly. Um, Even with the caffeine votes, caffeine actually agreed with us also, and they said, "Yo, Swamp had a 2-1 consensus on it." So going into this battle, gun titles is down 0-2. So